the gospel above all. For Shiloh. Without that, I don't think I could stand it anymore. Probably have to check out of this flesh early, but can't do that because sozo, we have to endure to the end, and that's just there's no other way. The narrow is the way. So what he said, I am the way. So America makes no sense. No more Secretary of Treasury, 405, 407, 9/11, Secretary, the pretendant, selected pretendant notifies the Secretary of Treasury to stop minting cents. Nobody cares. Nobody in America. The corporation cares. Most people don't even spend cash, so it won't even be a big deal to them, right? So, yep, they won't even see it coming. But that's pretty epic move there by the chump corporation regime, the leader of the chosen Gentile Messiah. Yeah, we all come from Afghanistan. I'm a veteran. America supplies all that. The government, the enemy is the government. All the governments are the enemy. But most people like to lick the pig, people in government. So, pig lickers, bootlickers, cop suckers, that kind of nonsense, kind of behavior. They're not Christ-like. Christ stood up to the law and they ripped his beard out of his face, but these people go after some other Christ and transgender Jesus, pole worship. They're lunatics, so they're gonna get raptured out of here soon. Don't worry about it. They got a sky daddy God for them there. Gonna take them away to the upper atmosphere. I don't know what they're gonna do to them. Probably turn them into some kind of battery. I don't know. It's not up to me to worry about it. You got all kinds of things to interlace you with nanotechnology and all that's been going on for decades. So, like cereal, you can't get away with the crunch because the crunch always gives you the way. He's the captain of this ship. So, I'm a veteran. I know these things. I know about rank, and so shouldn't be hard for people to figure out God's not in the sky. Sky daddy, or commander, whatever. It's not for me to worry. So, what an apostate, filthy nation, just to let the clip. It's like they're like clipping again here, clipping away at the old money here. This time it's the penny. We'll start with the penny. Nickel will be next, and then you got no way to remember. You can make change. So, yep, they did it. Trump 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 did it. It's not on skip. I'm not stuck on dumb. I'm stuck on the truth. Stuck on you. Who's that singer? I don't know. He's a pretty good song. All right, we won't do no singing. Didn't get the voice. Got the light. So like I said, I got to share it. Don't boast because that's pride. So, God hates pride. And he wants you to judge everybody righteously. No, wait, God doesn't want you to judge. God's a title. All right, so thank you for those that have an eye to see. There's nothing good about America anymore. I'm feeling like I'm in the worst place in the whole world anywhere but America, the corporation. So that's where I'm at today. Again, he's rebuking can't find one reason there's nothing. They're going to draft women in this country to war. So we're already at war. So don't really have any, makes no sense. Chump, 4 + 5 is 9 and 4 + 7 is 11. Mr. 9/11, President 9/11, selected by the corporation. Fortune 500 contacts the Secretary of Treasury to stop minting the cents, not copper pennies, because they don't make those anymore. They make clad So I don't want to hear about your people's stupid excuse. Well, it costs more than shut the, look how much it costs to make a nickel. I don't want to hear it. Somebody remember the nickel at corner market? Somebody cornered that nickel market last year, didn't they? So people see no more gold at the LBMA. All the banks already pulled it out. There's a big asset, gold. Golden age, they tried to tell you, old chump there. He told everybody, you better get your gold. So can't eat it. You laying next to a big old huge gold bar and you're hungry. So who gives a fuck about gold or shiny metals? I'm not talking about that. I'm just trying to tell you what's really going on. So anyways, I don't know everything, but I know that Christ was born when the shepherds were in the field with the sheep. So no way he was born in the middle of the winter. That's Satan. Jesus Christ. All these people worship Jesus Christ, the Satan. Born in the winter in the manger. So I can't help them. Abyss, they lack it and they'll get thrown in the abyss, remember? So that's just Hados, it's the narrow way, right? No, it's the wide path. Broadway, remember? It's the Broadway Jesus. Electronic Jesus. They're, personal. Yeah, anyways. It's like an Android device inside you. Ohio. Mid-Ohio. No, you need to switch your O the other way if you're going to do it. Get this Ohio. Ohio. Anyways, get it? Because of the time change. All right, never mind. It is. It's all perverted. All right, hey, we are always into something up here. We're always unveiling, lifting off the lies. Demonic demon is a distributor of lies. Demonion, they've replaced that in the scripture with the word devil. Devil was never written in the original text. No, it was not. Lucifer, God, that's not written in text. God, that's not, there was no A, I, O's, or U's in Hebrew, so how was it God? So stop it. We give all glory to God. Which God? Little deity, demon, G God, little G God. They used to call demon, that was a compliment, demon. The word demon, the people use this word today, demon. They don't realize it used to be like, what up, Monica? Or whatever they say. I don't remember. OG or whatever, right? Monica. Lewinsky? Or no. Yeah, let's have us a cigar there, Bill. Wait. Anyone around here is drunk on the Kool-Aid? Yeah, they're all punch drunk on the world. They mix that other Jesus with sin. That's leaven, and that makes you, whoa, remember that rises to the, like cream. The laws of Father Nature and Father. Now, remember, I told you there's no such, don't tell anybody. There's a secret on this channel that nobody else has told you, and nobody else sharing this, that there's no such thing as time. No, there's not. There was no zero, so there's no 1,000. So what are you talking about? Oh, you're telling me that little number 12 and that little hand right there points and you're telling me that's time on the clock on the wall? Oh, wait, nobody does analog anyways anymore. Oh, well, whatever. Okay, so you're telling me that the New Year's is in the middle of the winter. You're a lunatic. All right, moving on. Remember, you can't turn a goat into a sheep. So America makes no sense to me. I'm a veteran. I've served this country. I had the right to, speak up. Congress gave me that right. God, natural, organic, laws of the land, color law, Black's law. These are since the beginning of. Oh, you said there was no such thing as time. Well, we'll put that to the rest for a minute. We'll have a conversation. We'll revisit that. We'll make a mental note. We'll come back. We'll go back to the future. Oh, wait, we'll go back in time. 88. Going to put some trash in the old flux capacitor here. So we go back in time. All right, remember 88 campaign offices, right? Dial 22088. Remember the zero. There's no zero. It's just a placeholder. You don't need gematria. Can you speak any other? People knew it a little bit. What was that stupid bowl they just did? A minor. Yeah, that's what they do. Everybody get a free pass on Hollyweird. Why everybody stopped talking? Trump bought the big bath oil, all the big, baby oil. He's an oil guy. Remember? It'd be easier for a camel to pass through the eye of the needle than a rich man through the gates of heaven. Remember, he said, I'm inventing a microscopic line of camels and I'm sparing no expense, Mr. 9/11. Donald John. I thought it was John Trump. No, that's his uncle John, the one with the Tesla tech that's been hidden. You know, the megalithic structures we can't build, all this millimeter wave, you know, space farce. Remember all that nonsense? Warp speed, boys. Now it's a 48-hour cancer. I can cure you. I'm the government. I got the cure. We're going to sell you the cure. It's the freaking, it is the A jab. Remember the AI? It's the Apple jab. Heard it here first. The Android jab. Remember, in 48 hours. Got to do it twice a day. No, take away. Remember all that? Take 2 of these and call me in the morning, huh? All right. Go to bed with the 10 and wake up with a 2, or go to bed with the 2 and wake up with a, no, I think it's the other way around, huh? Better be careful. They like to pervert the numbers. Now they get you banging pots and pans in the middle of winter, worshiping Satan. The orgy Jesus going after some man who decorates his house with that sun god who don't even believe in Christ. Quite interesting, isn't it? Times we live in. This is it. The apocalypse. Hallelujah. Revelation. Whoa. So look at that guy. He's messed with everybody. Okay, we'll ask you in here, because did you guys see him when he was sitting next to Chump? Not when he was doing that other thing. It was in some other thing. It was not this one he was standing behind him with. He had all these clowns. Their clown show. They had all these illegal executive orders. You can't pass an executive order. What the hell is that? That's not constitutional. Kiss my ass. I'm a veteran. I know my constitutional rights. You're not going to impede on them. Go fuck yourself, because go fuck yourself. I'm going to use my First Amendment right. You're not going to trample my natural organic rights. I know the right of the people. It is constitutional, and it's not some fucking serfdom by executive order. The democratic process is part of the constitutional original, judicial and legislative process, but we're going to go ahead and sit there and just by fucking that's a serfdom. You don't know. You apparently think there must be, you probably think it's 2025. So run along. It's not 2025. The New Year's doesn't start in the middle of the winter. Stop it. So seriously, this is all perversion. It should be easy to see. It is. You'd have to be blind at this point not to see where they're going with this. It's all going by that clock above your head. Told you there's no such thing as time as you know it. It's not 12 months in a year, remember? That's your bang bang ritual. Your orgy lunatic world. They do these, so everybody does it. Get in on it. Come on, be Nike. Just do it. You'll be fine. Take the jab. Take the Vicks. Just do it. You guys listen to B.O.B. Bob? That was a little Bob lyric there. Yes, you'll be fine. Seriously, metaverse already here. Police state already here. Yeah. They're all unconstitutional. Thank you, Jeff. You can't just fucking pass something by That's like being by king's order and shit. You can't come on the land, can't travel. That's all bullshit. These fucking people are so lame. They're lame men, simple men, uneducated. They're idiots, remember? If you know the definition, I'm not insulting them to be lame man or a simple man, uneducated man or woman or unskilled, untrained. Never heard, actually. Remember, that's not an insult. So nobody's insulting you when they call you an idiot. So somebody's got some stuff moderating. You better be careful what you say in here. Father will correct you with the word. I think he's got moderators in here making sure you don't get out of the lines, right? A dose, not the Broadway. Oh, wait, you like to keep it between the lines, don't you? Narrow is the way. Got to cut that off, man. All that Broadway Jesus nonsense. Stop it. All your Sex Pistol hung on a cross nonsense. It wasn't hung on a cross. There's no such thing as rapture. The word devil never existed. What is God? I've studied this in fine tooth. I'm always in a study mode, but I never found the word God in the original text. I don't know what they mean when they say God. Daemonion was the word demon. And it was their deities, little g gods, if you want to call it that. But these people are lame. Demon was a compliment. Remember, in history, people don't know. They use it as, that word is replaced with the word devil now. That didn't ever existed in Scripture. That's not part of the text. Devil, that's that little leotarded red kid devil that these people think this is a good and bad. No, those are both devils. See, they believe in Jesus and the manger and all that nonsense. Jesus Christ. Silly little rabbits. April Fool's tricks are for kids. The new year starts when new life springs up. You're fooled. You've been played like a gypsy, or well, no, I mean like maybe like a genie, like an Arab demon, or maybe a fairy, a Celtic demon. Those are all demons. Fairies are real, right? No. Bigfoot's real. Oh, we finally found proof of Bigfoot on this channel. We had proof that Chewbacca had Wookiee with an Ewok, and we now have Bigfoot. It's in God's word, it says that. So it's real. It's really real. Real ID. Real eyes. Televise. Visual voodoo. Visual voodoo in the sky? Yes. Visual and verbal voodoo. Television. Tell lies to your sky. Tell lies to your. Tell lies in the skies to your eyes. Ha ha. Space farce. So. Oh, what do we got here? What do we got here? So, all right. Anyways, no worries. You do your thing. Like I said, I figure somebody's running this thing. You better watch. You're gonna get moderated up in here. Well, come on, guys. We've been real in here for quite some time. We can walk down the street. 99 people out of 100 are going to tell you. God's where? They're going to go. Heaven's where? Dead people go where? So rapture is the next 2 billion battery or whatever. I might not be right. I'm going to get something. I know I'm going to get this. I know it, guys. They've been lacing us with this fucking heavy metals, man. You're going to placebo your effect into this bullshit. Remember Operation Popeye? Operation Fantasy Island? Space boats up there flying their space boats in the sky boats, right? Sky boats. You fly boats in the ocean. Flying spaceships in the sky, huh? Interesting theory there, isn't it? Waters above, firmament, waters below. They're toying with you. They're playing tricks on you, silly rabbit. Remember? New Year's doesn't start in the middle of the winter. Christ was born. Christ, a pagan term, but we'll use it for conversation's sake, means the anointed. Oil. Remember? He said have extra oil, not baby oil, and buy a big old bed and have all your Hollywood stars have a big old orgy party. Mm-hmm. Yeah, these people know the script better than you. They do. You call yourself a Christian? Uh-huh. Wise as a serpent. Uh-oh. Dang. Okay, well, how many songs are on your playlist in your head? How many songs can you sing me right now? Come on, do it now. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, that's not a... I was thinking about the guy going up the... resistant. How about doom, doom, doom? You want to play games? Come on, somebody answer me. Anyone? Bueller? God's not in the sky, I'll tell you that. You might want to start there. So, anyway, we'll just move on. It's just like I said, at this point, if people don't see this, don't worry about it. You're not going to change anything. God created everything. Be not anxious. Judge righteously. Be not quick to judge, but judge with righteous judgment. You're on the highway. All right, there we go. Narrow is the path that leads to the abyss. No. Broad is the way that leads to the abyss, because you ain't willing to narrow self. Cut it off. So, no worries. We're all filthy rags, and, we've caused others to stumble. We've all done iniquity. What can you do? It's already chosen. It's already been bought and paid and purchased for. That's what redemption is. You come back and pick up, redeem what you already bought. 2,600 years. Imagine that. 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 years, 2 decades, 2 millennia. Remember, there's no zero, so there's no 1,000. We'll go back to that. So. All right, you falling for Mr. No Sense? Makes no sense. Hey, America makes no sense. Why? Well, they draft their women now. Oh, that's the stupidest thing. I would never want to live in a country where they would draft their women and send them into war. Well, they paid for a whole Ukrainian generation in 3 years to be killed. All of them are gone. There's no more Ukrainian. Nope. Not in the war that's currently. There's no, the average fighting age is over. They're a bunch of old men, 42 years old. All the women are killed. Yep, gone. A whole generation of Ukrainians by U.S. tax dollars. Tax, well, it's not a tax. That's not what it is. It's a merchant number. It's a credit. Your credit, and I told you it's a game. They played you like a card, like a deck. Like you think it's 52 weeks in a deck. And you want to play Smoke and Fire? Let me hint you in on something. There's not 52 weeks in a year. There's not 12 months in a calendar year. No, there's not. You might want to grow up again. Once again, it's not 2025. So you're perverted time, and now you're going by some other orgy Jesus, and you've got your Sex Pistol Decami. Your electronic Jesus. That's not personal Jesus. How about that? You made up your own bullshit. Bell ball. It's not the golden age. Trump's gaslighting everybody. He is. He's laughing. Ball. That's who his house is decorated with. Baphomets. Apollyon. February, you silly dogs. Can't teach an old dog new tricks. E-God. E-Doge. Doge is God. God, Doge. I already told you guys. Isn't that electric? It's electric. Oh, no. Isn't that a static? Oh, wait. It's static electricity. Is it sticking to you, or has it got your hair standing up on end? I don't know. You tell me. It's electric. Well, E-God. Remember? Either E-Jesus, EJ. So, there you go. Pretty interesting, eh? Yeah, Apple Jesus, remember? AJ, EJ, Android Jesus, Android Christ, Apple Christ. We're doing it here. We push this stuff out because Father makes us do this. Rebuke them. Rebuke their Apple Jesus, their Apple Christ. Mr. Stinky E-God, muskrat, cut his tail off. Something stinks like a rat, I tell you that. Should see that from a mile away. Maybe get caught in a trap. A snare, he's the one who lifts us out of here. Uh-oh. Rapture time, boys. Are you ready? You guys were spacing it off, weren't you? You guys keep no mind track, do you? Have any calculations going on? Are you writing it down in your head? Well, make a mental note for me, would you please? Oh, my goodness. Terrible, 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 horrible country. Horrible, terrible nonsense going on here. Robbing the taxpayers' dollars to kill Ukrainian women, and Americans sit around and shut up. Kill Ukrainian men. Russians, too. Children get killed over with U.S. tax corporate bond treasury sold on the New York Stock Exchange, corporation dollars funded by the labor of the debt slaves, corporate debt slaves, where they're slave to their corporation that they pay their taxes. Their W-2 is the merchant number. It's an old law. And they took the money of these people by birth and they put them in a cage, and they'll pay for their own confinement, and whatever happens to them, they can meet Big Bob and eat cock meat sandwiches and get double stuffed like an Oreo by Bob's friend from behind, and get quarter rocked like a rocking horse at the Kmart. The Pick and Save. Oh, that one came out now. We did Kmart yesterday. Kmart, remember? Blue light special, baby. Canaanite. Yeah, that's not what that is. That's not the real national debt. There is some validity to what they're doing there, but it's not what people think. So currently with what's in circulation, it's not a whole, so all that stupid bullshit they have. There's some new stuff. I haven't gone on that thing, but it's neat to look at. You know, we got hundreds of trillions of dollars of unfunded liability. Most of it is debt through our school system. If you know the economics on how this is, it's quite hilarious. A couple $100 trillion. I could pay again $1 million a day to Lady in Red. I'm sure she can use $1 million a day, and it'd take me 80,000 years. You gotta be older than dirt to pay Lady in Red back. Holy shit, Batman. 180,000 years at $1 million a day. So this, it's just a phenomenal. Oh wait, no, that's a trillion would be 360,000 years. That's 500,000. My bad. Oh, double that. 360,000 years to pay off $1 trillion at $1 million a day. We're cranking out $1 trillion every 100 days. Huh? So the gig's up, man. There's no gold left in London. They pulled it all out. This channel told everybody, watched it, documented. More gold being bought since in 2023, since the history, the inception of the Central 1913, after the Jekyll Island, their Federal Reserve, which is not federal. There's federal as Federal Express. They're not central banks. They're banksters. Oh yeah, they are central banks, so it's not federal. They have nothing to do with the federal government. They're JP Chase and Diamond and Morgan, all these banksters, the one who bailed this country out when it first before in the 1800s. Oh wait, there's some history here. Was it 1700? Oh, remember all this? Yeah, JP Chase, all this formation of this standard pulling off the bi. I'm not doing all this bi nonsense, democracy, but we did have a bi-metallic standard where gold and silver were competing in against each other, and that they could not control. So they took us off that. We're going to a new standard now. We're already there in most cases. People don't realize you clip the coin, the penny off the thing. Most people already pay with a card anyways. I told you they're cards. So they go along with this corporation. So it doesn't matter. It's all going by God's will. God created all things, so none of this is not happening by chance. So, yep. Well, the banks are. Yeah, they're short-term borrowers and long-term lenders. So absolute Ponzi scheme. Yeah, it's not even FDIC insured. This time they're doing bail-ins. You know anything about Glass-Steagall? People have forgotten. Oh, well, how about China asking for special drawing rights to the SDR basket of currencies back in 2014 when I was warning you on this channel about them, stealing all the gold in Ukraine and putting in the chocolate king, right? Remember me I was on this channel, Truth Viral Television, where the truth goes viral. I'm TV, the host of Truth Viral Television. You guys don't watch all my channels? I got many. I've been doing this for over a decade on this platform. I warned you of the 923 executive orders that Walmart put you in work camps, and they're going to do it again. And you're like, damn, Tracy said that. Pastor Revelation told us they did that to us already. American descent. Born right here in America. Oh, hey, hold on, guys. Get some water boiling here. What are we doing here? Yeah. Got no more water? All right. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to try to make myself something here. This bad boy. That's harder than a pistol there, huh? Yeah. Get us some good water here. That's super clean. Super clean. All right. Get some water going here. Go make another Mountain House meal tonight. Got a spaghetti. Trying some of these ones I've never had before. Spaghetti and meat. All right, let's get that bad boy going there. I made a little bit more. Hold on. got a little bit more. Should be a little extra, maybe. Probably take a break and do the dogs too, huh? All right. Let me make these guys something to eat, man. All right, I'm going to get these puppies fed here. So I think I've got one kitten outside. So give me 1 minute to feed these puppy dogs, my mules, my animules, my good kids. Best single kids I ever did have. There's Yesher boy. I knew one of my kitten was in here. Haven't you want a bit, little pig? Where's my girl? There she is. She knows the sound of that. Yes, she does. Okay, for the kittens first. Move your head and might be some more in there. Poor pants. Mr. Geyser boy. Mr. Bobo. Hit the neck, boys. Look at that. Alright, for the boy. For Bobo. There's a good boy. There's a good boy. Alright, let's get that going there. Good boy, Biggie. Good big. Good job, guys. Is morning yet? Where it goes? Oh, there it is. All right, there we go. On Lanecountychoppers. Break it down. Good job, guys. Was it a good dinner for the kids? All right. Trying some of these Mountain House. Where this is spaghetti with beef marinara. So we're going to try this bad boy. Look at that. Spaghetti with beef marinara. So, cooking here. We'll show you when she's done. She's steaming off there. So let that do its thing. Trying to make sure that bottom is, but when it, I don't get nothing. All right, we'll let it. It's hotter than a humped up fox. So, all right. Yeah, well, it's something, you know. All right, well, again, guys, I'm trying to do this as quickly as I can. I don't see any reason to stay in this country. If I can exit without any resistance, I'm going to go ahead and try to make my way to a safer place. I really have thought about this. You know, people are just Americanized that they have forgotten that this is one of the most unsafest places to be on this rock. We have a Department of Defense. We have all these gangs. People worry about gangs in other countries. You ever heard of the Department of Defense? The CIA. Oh, hold on. We got the largest gang in the world. It's called the State Troopers, the Sheriff's Office, County Sheriff's Office, and city fucking police officers, all heavily armed, all dressed, wearing the same fucking color, thin blue line, going around and harassing and extorting the general public. I remember I used to do this for a fucking living. So I know what goes on behind these, you know, used to be badges and, you know, starch pan. Now they're just militarized. So this is a very dangerous, not the safest place to be on this rock. I beg to differ. If you really think about it and you don't have an American attitude, you would understand differently what I'm saying. If you were not born in this country, you realize this country is, we have asset seizure forfeiture where these cops can just steal your shit from you. Money and pretty much whatever. They think it's involved in some kind of drug crime. I think 90% of currency in circulation got some kind of drug residue or something. More than that. Well, there's been pumped in recently, but you know, it's hypocrisy. This nation is very unsafe. You've got the cops, you've got this government, you've got all these federal. It's not safe. There's fucking nothing safe about this country. They'll fucking shoot you dead. You don't fucking lip that cop's boot. Do what he tells you. Now I know how to assert my rights. Well, no, well they threw a grenade in your face, Tracy. It doesn't sound like you are very successful at whatever. We got to pay the price. It is what it is. Christ, if you're Christ-like, you'll stand up to the law. You're not Christ-like if you're not standing up to this law. Seriously. Now you're not Christ-like. He said they ripped his beard out of his face, threw him in a prison. Anybody want to hang you from a tree, put holes in you? Seriously. You're not being like Christ if you're not standing up to this disgusting fucking government that I work for. I know. Filthy cops are just absolute tyrants. I'm not serving. Never heard a song called Fuck the Firefighter, have you? Yeah, that's how they should be acting. Going into building after a fucking animal. They would have shot my animals if I wouldn't have shut that door. Think this dog deserves to lose his life? What did he do? Why does he deserve to get gassed? Fuck this country. It's garbage. The system's broke. I'm proof of it. I can 100% prove that you're not innocent until proven guilty. You have no Sixth Amendment right. You have no Miranda rights. They're gone. Look at my case. Look at them swat me, hit me in the fucking face with a grenade. Bring a SWAT team in here because I asked them to stand with the businesses in this town because I stand up and I assert my constitutional rights. They're going to swat me because I have the right under affirmative defense to protect my son from illegal prosecution. They're trying to say he did something he didn't do or he didn't do something he already did. So it's a bunch of bullshit. I don't want to hear it. I have proof for days. I used to be a prior pig. I did all my reconstruction in the Highway Patrol Academy in Oklahoma City. So I've done this reconstruction. I know more how to document evidence. I was a SWAT team member, my Special Weapons and Tech cert, Special Reaction Team, all that trained, LAPD and fucking Hawaii, all the underground training, all that shit. And so they turn around and use it against me. So fuck this country. That's what you're going to do to a veteran. So, and I have affirmative defense. I know my right. Self-defense. So I'm not going to sit there and so I'm just tired of being here. I tried for 9 fucking months to let this system do what it's supposed to do, and they still have done nothing. It's like I just walked out that door. I swear I got shot in the fucking head. Because why? Nothing's happened since then. Not even on the timeline. They say he disappeared in fucking September, but he was in court in October, criminally summons me to his trial, and he doesn't show up to his trial. Goes missing, and fucking nobody's ever seen him since. Online. Don't make no sense. He was in fucking court in October. Bullshit. I heard his voice. I shared it with his channel. The whole fucking timeline's off. And I can't. I've been patient 9 fucking months sitting there waiting. There's nobody going to help me. I've called the Department of Defense, Justice. So all these my governors, all these state level, all this, hundreds, thousands of hours, phone calls made in this case, and nothing. They have done nothing. All they have to do is make one call. Actually, I know there is no actual document, body cam of me being Mirandized. They said I remained silent and didn't fucking say anything, and like ripped fucking Sam Birch's ass for nearly 2 hours on the way to the county jail. Like I'm gonna shut the fuck up. It's so far off. You know what I'm saying? You guys just steal all the kitties' food. You guys are not very nice. That was the cat's food, you little knuckleheads. So, oh well. So, yeah, they had drones over this house, Jeff. They fucking had drones during the SWAT raid. They wasted all this money. They could have made one call, but instead they didn't. So I'm not going to keep staying in this country. I want to know where my son's at. I said in open court, did you kill my son? I want a call from the district attorney. I accuse these fuckers in an open court of killing Elijah. They don't fucking care. So I can't keep doing this. I don't know if my son is dead or alive. And if he's hurt somewhere or something, and you're a fucking parent, I already jumped evidence. I was going to kill a fucking rapist to keep from going to jail. I already jumped this original case by having to kill potential man when I didn't want to with my own fucking hands. It's all documented. These fuckers they're just lame. I don't know. They can't be. They have the evidence. Like they said, they were in the live stream, watching me live stream for hundreds of hours going, here's the documentation. He did it with Tom, Morgan, Dawn, the 2 females. All their phones went there. Here's all the Chad, the fire chief, the painting, the dudes. Here's all the proof. Nope. Just swap my fucking house instead. Hit me in the face and ruin my fucking... Say, guys, my fucking lungs are hurting. I don't know what it is. Every day it's starting to get a little bit worse. I don't know what it is. It's burn in my lung now. And I know you're not supposed to breathe tear gas, fucking 4 or 5 canisters. So I'm not safe here. I don't know. I want to know where my son, I don't care about me. I don't care about me. I want to know where my son's at. So must have some hail coming in or something. But I can't keep doing this, guys. That fucking county, fucking Josh Bezel, that prick that said he's the one bragging during the SWAT raid. He had the loudest fucking mouth, they told me about. Oh, this guy's going to come out and he's a fucking veteran. He's got guns and he's going to come out and he said if backed into a corner, he would strike and he would fight to the death from keeping his son to go to prison. They haven't never said with arms. They're fucking idiots, and they got the opposite of what they came for. So there's not even a Miranda, video. The whole case should be dropped already. So I can't continue to not stay here and sit and fucking wait for the system to do this. My son could be struggling. I feel like I already waited too fucking long. It's just bullshit. I either got shot dead that fucking day or something's not right, guys. I can't go to lay in that bed every night thinking, I just got to be patient with the system. 9 fucking months. There's no trial date set for me. They vacated the fucking trial because there's no attorney. That's a violation of my Miranda right, adequate counsel, Sixth Amendment in a criminal trial to speedy and fair trial and call witness in my favor. And I said that in open court, and I have Dave fucking Vandenberg saying, yes, I'm going to continue to violate your Sixth Amendment right to speedy trial, fair trial, and adequate counsel. He admitted it in fucking court. The judge said he's going to violate my rights. So why would I fucking recognize this bullshit, dude? I must be dead. How's that possible? Kevin was there. Kevin was fucking there. So you know. Kevin was there. So he'll tell you. And he'll be back. He's fucking finishing up taking care of this shit for the farm. He was there. He heard fucking Dave Vandenberg. He was like, we went. I was like, dude, that's crazy. I don't know how could they just, he said, yes, I'm going to continue. You said, so you're not going to drop you. So you're going to just continue to violate my rights. There's, and he said, yeah, I'm going to continue to violate your rights. I'm going to, I'm like, what do I do? Do I go fucking shoot myself to test if I'm dead? No, I'm not going to do that. But it doesn't seem very much like I'm alive when nothing has happened. And nobody gives a fuck about my son. There's nobody looking for him. He could be anywhere. Dead, alive, nobody gives a fuck. I do. I got a grenade thrown in my face for just asking if he was okay. Are you okay, Elijah? That's all I said. And remember that thing I said earlier about that was a rapist that I said I was going to take his fucking life because he stayed out of jail for a whole fucking year and my son sat in fucking nearly a whole year in county. And the rapist runs free. Doesn't spend a time, never even been convicted of that same thing that all those fucking teenagers and minor child were convicted of. It's insane. This still man walks without charges. And yet I have fucking charges and they're going to throw me in prison. The fucking rapist. Maybe if I'd have killed him back then. See, this is bullshit, guys. I just more and more every day, I just feel like they must have shot me because there's nothing happened. It's like I'm stuck in this fucking weird, I'm not doing the whole Mandela effect, but I know you guys are real. But whatever, remember I told you a lot of this isn't kind of what you're thinking. So it's just hard to get, how do I stop thinking about Elijah? I fucking was going to kill a rapist. I had to threaten this man's life to get this county to not throw my son in fucking prison because they're that fucking crooked. John Kligo, the evidence, if you want to pull feds or whatever, they already watched this. Look I called John and said, fuck it. If they're just going to throw him in prison, they didn't produce any fucking physical evidence or eyewitness of him actually, if they're just going to railroad him, fuck that. I'll just go fucking take this guy out. I know because they're not going to convict him because if they do, they'll lose his funding on him. So checkmate, okay? I don't want to do this, John. You know that. I don't. He's Tracy. You've always kept your word. I'm asking you, please let me make a phone call before you go do that. And I said, well, John, you got 15 fucking minutes. I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to allow my son to be railroaded by this fucking county. This man, my son spent a fucking year in jail, almost 10 and a half months, 11 months, and this rapist never spent a day. I can't do this. I can't. I just can't let my son go sit in the fucking prison. John, I have to do this. I will not be armed. I will not carry any arms. I'll go over there unarmed. I don't want to do this, John. I don't. This is not, that I tried to get the fucking media. How long? And he knows, so it'll all be, that is not what I wanted to do. This is the same fucking case. And then, remember, all these years later, like, you didn't do your fucking probation back there, your community service, which you had to have done to leave the county. I even called the attorney. There's all the documentation. So I go ahead and jump charges again and go, fuck you. If you didn't think I'd kill Tony Karsten, a fucking rapist, why will I give you up and let him get you, throw him in a fucking prison again over the same shit? So here we are today, 5 fucking years later. A dad has been hit in the face with a fucking concussion. I've survived. stroke, concussion, there's a list of shit that's gone on with my health. This is force necessary for a man who was only asking for one fucking call. One call will clear the whole thing up. All the illegal shit they've done since they put me in fucking confinement. Kept me in jail an extra week illegally. All this shit. I can't be alive, guys. I cannot be alive. There's no way I'm alive like that. Like you guys are thinking. It's okay. I'll figure it out. I don't mean to involve you guys in this too either. It's hard to get up every day and worry about my son. He's just fucking dead or alive and nobody gives a fuck. There's nobody else who cares about this man. I know he was alive. I know he did get shot, and I know he was alive afterwards. See, I got hit in the face with a concussion. I don't know if I went down. How the fuck did I get hit in that fucking face and not go down to the ground? Maybe I dropped right there. But I know I do kind of have this recollection that they did fucking shoot Elijah too. I wasn't the only one that got fucking shot or hit. Grenaded fucking shot in him. Tear gas. How much can you breathe? Tear gas can you breathe for how many fucking months? I should be fucking in an intensive care room with as much fucking tear gas that went in my lungs and breathed for weeks and months afterwards. I don't think I'm alive. The more I think about this, guys, the whole fucking timeline thing with Elijah, being there in fucking court that day. See, the timeline got fucked up when I walked out the door. I felt the sting. I knew when I reached back for the dogs, they were going to fucking shoot me. I'm like, fuck it, dude. I don't care. I don't want my dogs to get shot. Fuck it. They'll shoot them. See, I know forward tense because I know I'm eternal and I know I read evidence. It could have been there after that it did say that they drove by. And if they did, the dogs would probably bark at them. Of course they're going to fucking bark. They're dogs, that they would be a threat and they would shoot them. There's no other way, guys. I know I felt a sting for a second. Now I know in my head, I remembered don't reach for the door because this could happen. And that's where I was still okay. It was just a moment in flash. It wasn't like a sharp pain, but there was something there like, uh-oh. So I don't know, guys. Maybe I went down back there with the flash. I don't fucking know. How has nothing happened? How has nobody even called me from any fucking agency to look into this case? So I don't know, guys. I'm not losing it. I'm just trying to figure it out. So I'm having some dinner. Feels like I'm alive, but it doesn't at all. It doesn't. Maybe if I can move forward, just one speck moment in time, I would feel like there's just too many inconsistencies. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm fucking crazy. Maybe I'm nuts. I don't know. I don't think I'm doing too bad after getting hit with the fucking tear gas. 5 canisters. And then, prior to this, having my whole fucking face fucking concussed with a grenade. I don't know how I'm even standing here today. So you'll have to just excuse me, guys. I mean, I just don't know how this is happening. So only by the glory of God. So you want to go outside, you knucklehead? All right, we'll go. Let's go ahead and some pepper. Oh, oh damn. Oh, well. Oh, damn. Oh, well. Right. I'm putting a little bit of tomato bouillon in there. Give it a little. And some pepper. So, that little water. It was okay. It just didn't have any, I don't know. didn't have no salt in it at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with some tomato bouillon. Tomato bouillon and some pepper. So there we go. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. None of this stuff is disappointing. Real pieces of meat too. There we go. Oh, right back into the old container there. Good. Let me drop it all over the damn floor. So kind of smaller little noodle, but none of them are crunchy or hard. The meat pieces in it aren't huge. Beef, but they're not like hamburgers. They're like pieces of meat, you know. Yeah, beef piece, you know, little pieces of meat, not hamburger. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Oh. All right, well, so I think staying in the U.S. is a poor decision for anybody. I think this country's a fucking sham. And we've gotten away with murder for so many years. We still have 1,000 military bases. There's nothing good about this country right now. So you can not like it and you can leave. You're not going to convince me. It's a corporation. If you want to speak up about why we draft our women and why that's okay, maybe I'll have a conversation with you. But draft the women. Whole Ukrainian generation gone. 3 years. And they're gone. So you want to see an example what can happen right here in this country? Go ahead. Look just back. It did not like you look back hundreds of years and it's just happened. Folks currently going too. Like 42 years old, bunch of old men, and now they're so short on people in Ukraine, they're bringing in drone technology now. Bunch of fucking pansies can't even look a man's eye and watch the eye, watch it lead. Gotta have to do it from some fucking joystick like it's a game, like Call of Duty or fucking World of Warcraft or something, to kill a man from a fucking remote control. Wow. And the U.S. just goes on because Team USA, everything's fucking awesome. Everybody loves Donald Trump. MAGA, man. You know, as he takes the penny and just says, oh, we'll take that away from you. Nope, no more pennies. Fuck off, America. He has robbed the American public of more money than any other president ever. 95 Bravo. It's 95 Charlie. When I worked in capacity of a prison, worked in the prison as a Charlie, but I was a Bravo. Delta 795, Fort McClellan, Alabama. Home of the Chemical Corps. Chemical over there. That place is fucked up. There's people who get lawsuits just for doing their basic training there. I did both my basic and my advanced training. So, yeah, people get messed up just from serving time on that facility on the Chemical Corps. So, Fort McClellan, Alabama. There's two words that don't go together. NASA and Alabama. You know they don't let those people fly, those things that live in that. No, I don't know which comedian used to say that. Was long ago. That's an old. Oh. Nice and hot. It's right on. I'm not. What are you doing, Tittins? What I do, kittens? So my generator busted. I'm having some pretty tough times out here. Lost another bird. But no worries. I'll get it figured out. Oh, there goes the light. See? My generator broke and I got no way to. All right, let's work on that one for a minute till that one goes out. So, priest on Sunday. 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 All right. It's an inside joke. None of you get it, and that's okay. I'll just sit here and laugh at myself. PokemonLight.com. Oh. Well, I rebuke any man who served this fucking military industrial complex. You're a fucking slime like me. You're not godly. You broke the covenant of this New Testament. We're not supposed to go outside our borders. We can defend this country, but we are not to have nations outside our 1,000 military. These are fucking bases, are almost nearing nation states. 1,000 of them. 180 countries. Yep, that's all of them. Sickening. Sickening is dying people die in the streets of America, huh? Citizens. See, remember, Americans go kill children because children become casualties of war, and women. They don't sign up for any of these wars. Look up Desert Storm, Desert Shield. See how many Operation Iraqi Freedom. See how many of these women, not battle dress uniform, men wearing military fatigues, but women and children lost their lives. You think you're signing up to do one thing and then you go do something else. And that's the problem, is these public fucking Americans they don't realize all the death that comes over in these countries of these other people so they can be free is bullshit. It is. That's garbage. How the hell are we going to go outside our border? If you wear that, it's not even under this covenant. My mind won't even, there's no way to justify military outside our borders. It's not. It's an apostasy. This country was no foreign entanglements. It was blessed. We didn't go outside our borders. That one, we had a revolution within our own walls, but nope. The minute we stepped out, we broke this covenant. So I'm the only pastor. They never let me back in fucking the military, be a chaplain or anything, because I'd expose this shit. But nope. It's a heresy. It's an apostasy. It's against this New Testament. It's against this new covenant that was 2,600 years ago. So we've been failing this for a long time. But nobody else will point this out, and that's okay. Many are called, but oligarchs are chosen, is what the word says. So I just have to go by what the book says. I can't change it and worry about it and be not anxious, he says, and calls a mass murder of Christians. And he took the thief on the cross, remember? So whatever, we've all done iniquity. It's not about that. It's about following in the narrow way of the Lamb. The only way to the Father is through the Son. So we're going to go by on this nonsense. I will not listen to these people sit here and tell me this is justified to do what we do in America. So I'll be exiting the United States, a very unsafe place to be. They have all these military. They repealed the posse comitatus, which means they can use the military against the U.S. public in a law enforcement capacity. And I know what we can do. I know what we're very capable of doing. I'm a veteran. So we don't want to be around for this. So I'm going to make my exit from this system. I mean, I've tried to help my son, but I think there's the chance of him not being alive is better than actually being alive now. I have nothing to point that he is alive. So I'm trying to reconstruct something at this point. I have to be patient with it. No, 9 months and they have not provided me one single stitch of legal counsel. They didn't Mirandize me. They kept me in fucking jail an extra week illegally against this, attorney, my son's attorney representing me, co-counsel. That's fucking illegal. You can't do that. Pleading to them to let me out because I don't have a criminal record. I'm an Army veteran. I paid for land. I have taxes, in this town for 10 fucking years. I'm not a flight risk. And I scream and let this guy out. And they don't give a fuck. Just kept me in there a whole extra week illegally. So from the beginning, the whole case is a sham, but they don't care. Nothing has been done. They'll lock me up, swap my house, fuck me up, kidnap my daughter, shoot my fucking son, kick my cat. Well, I gotta let my cat out. Fuck my cats up too. My little fucking baby kitties were in here. That's all I was pleading. I got animals in here. I said I was coming out. I never resist. It was bullshit. So I gotta go. I can't sit in this country. There's nobody here that gives a shit about my son. Maybe if I leave the country, someone would give a fuck about my son. Not that people on this channel don't care, but there's just nothing being done here. There's nothing being done. He could be, if my son's fucking suffering right now, you just want me to sit around and act like it's not happening. I can't. I don't know. And I want somebody give me an answer. Maybe I can settle my heart a little bit. Go on, girl. You want to say, Painter? Boys. Anyways, I gotta figure this out. So what I'm gonna actually try to do is, I don't care about, I don't know exactly how I'm gonna make this happen. Father's gonna have to provide the way. There's no other way, with what's going on with me. I'm just makes money roll out, and I know Father will provide a way no matter what happens. So, but I know that it's going to be very difficult. I probably should have left a long time ago, but it's not going to be easy. They have the fucking border locked down. People don't realize the border is locked the fuck down again. So he'll provide a way. He'll make a way. He's a way maker. So I'm trying to come on here to hopefully maybe somebody can help me find a country that'll help me find, I'm going to seek asylum outside of this country. I'm going to go south. So I am seeking somebody. If anybody knows anybody that is in Ecuador, I think I picked that as the place that I'm going to try to choose to start to make my way. Obviously, I'm going to need a passport to travel, and my passport fucking went missing. It didn't, remember, that was with the silver that got stolen. My passport was with the silver. So it supposedly got sent in the mail. It may have been bumped back because of some weird address thing, but it's a pretty large process to get a passport. So this ain't the fucking time. Things are kind of clamping down, and people don't realize what's going on. We used to be able to just walk right over the border and stuff, and now that's all you have to have you didn't have to have a passport to travel in Mexico and all these things. So it's pretty locked down right now, and people don't realize that. So if there's any way I can get the fuck out of here before they do their stupid fake rapture bullshit, I don't want to be here for that. I don't want to be here when they make the change. So if I might have to, I don't even want to say that. I'm going to go. I'm just going to figure out a way for me to get out of here. So I found a beautiful parcel down there. It's covered in all kinds of, I couldn't give you a list of how many different fruit trees are on it. Bananas, and it's unbelievable, and it's got large gardens already built in, all organically grown. Everything's right there, right out of its own, nothing brought in. Everything's organically fertilized right there from its own, what's it? I don't know how many hectares it is. It doesn't matter. It's just covered with, there's a water source on it. It has electric on it. It's got this 2-bedroom little bungalow, kind of, it'd be perfect for me. Something like this. So it's $30,000 right now. I don't know $30,000. So, but, it is what it is. That's the first thing I looked at. I mean, it's that I looked through a lot of different, things down there. And so you can buy land in Ecuador. There's a large population down there that speaks English. It's not unbeknown that a lot of people are leaving and exiting the United States and going to Ecuador right now. So it's not like, some of the stuff I looked at this property. I've already been looking at some of these properties, and the guy, I contacted, he's like, you should have bought that property, dude. It's fucking, that was $13,000 when you were looking at it. It's 29 now. I'm like, well, a lot of people, it is what it is. So we're not like I'm going somewhere that I wasn't already looking at too, and have done a lot of research in this area. So you can buy land there in places like El Salvador. You can't own land. You can lease it from the government, for 50 years, things like that. There's ways, find yourself a little chica or something like that. Maybe you can marry her and not worry about it. But once again, I think if I can get out of here, I'll be just fine. And I'll have a much better time at locating Elijah. And so I hope that the passport will show up. I've talked to Kevin. He's aware of what's going on. And like I said, I would leave yesterday if I had the money to do it. So I don't know. I didn't get any. I think they fucking shut my internet off again, guys. I didn't get one like on that truck. I fucking dropped the price on it $2,000, and I was getting likes and trades, offers like crazy, and some people offering me, near the price that I'm asking out, and nothing today. Nothing, no likes, no nothing. I'm like, son of a bitch, they turned me off. It happens because I've been selling on the internet for 20 fucking years, and they do this shit to me. So, because that truck should go. I have it listed for $8,800 for a double cab Tacoma, 4x4. It's clean. When I had it up for 10.8. First thing, somebody wrote, wow, that's a clean truck for that price. It won't last long at that price. That'll be going quick, So I don't know. I had a couple of people set something up. They just couldn't get out because I live quite a far away. But it doesn't matter. People who always have money, Dave. But I hear you. People are partying because they got money. And they don't, I hear you. They're just out doing their thing. So God's timing, God's will be done. I'm just, I gotta have to figure out how to come up with, because I can't go down there and, purchase something and not have a little extra or something to go off of. And I don't need much down there because there's water, there's plenty of fruit trees, tomatoes, there's gardens and stuff all down there. Avocado, I go through the list. It's just unreal at all the fruit on that property. So it's self-sustaining. It's up on the hill. I've always looked at Ecuador because they've got quite an elevation. This is at a larger elevation. It's away from the ocean. Kind of fits all the qualifications of like where I'm at now, in a sense. So I'll hopefully find out about my passport. Did you ever get the camper shell for the truck? Yep, I went and got the camper shell and drove all the way over and got it. So spin it, and it looks good on that truck. Looks excellent. But now it's up for sale separately. I must sell it separately. So I'm up to any one of those. I haven't really looked again. That was another one, Guatemala. There's other ones, Brazil, Colombia. I'm not afraid. Remember, I don't do this bullshit. These fucking dumbass Americans are idiots. Thinking all these people, there's all these fucking gangs in these countries and shit. There's more gangs in America, I told you. Between the gangs, the cops, and the government, I don't want to hear it. This place is way more unsafe than probably any fucking place in the world right now. Fucking Trump's just taking over everything. Fuck it. Gaza? Nah, that's biblical right there. I know what that means. That's the Philistines. People are ignorant, so I'm not going to sit here and. Told you that's it. Gaza was it too, guys. You didn't freaking figure that out with me. Everyone's gonna have their animals. I'm bringing my animals with me. I want to go disappear and farm, guys. I just want to go find a little farm and farm and farm for the rest of my life. Just grow food and animals. That's it. I don't want to do nothing else. Have a little ministry. I have this online ministry. Have something close, hopefully local there, and just disappear into the land and grow food till I die. So we'll see. Father will provide a way. So that's why I'm trying to, hopefully maybe somebody will have somebody come in here from Ecuador and give, because I know I've seen people come in from Ecuador before, and they might be able to get me some more information and help me out a little bit and figure out and like I said, there's other options. I'm leaving the doors open. Nope, it's not easy to transport animals across borders either. Thank you. That's what I'm saying, man. That's stupid. Should have left a long time ago, guys. Should have left a long time ago. Sure. Yep, vaccinations, cards, all that. So I don't know. I might find my own fucking way through the border. There's so many fucking porous places. There's some fucking walls so porous. So yeah, you can purchase the land, but you can't own the land, Ross. You can actually own the land. It goes back to El Salvador, or you don't own it. It's just like Mexico. Same thing. Same thing. It's no different. I mean, they have some have a little bit different restrictions for some places, but in Ecuador, you can own the land. You can't own it in El Salvador. You can purchase property, but you can't actually own the land. You get a lease on the land. I think it's 50 years, like Mexico. So, as a citizen of the United States, and you don't have citizenship in that country, you can't legally own land in either El Salvador or Mexico. They give you a lease from the government, and after that time, it goes back to the government. Is how they work that down there for people who are non-citizens. So, yep. Wouldn't that be a dream, kind of, sort of speak? Like I said, let all this go. If I find Elijah, great. If I don't, eating good food and yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, Dave. A lot of people are already moved to Ecuador. There are a lot of expats there in Ecuador already. It's a very expat friendly place. Huh. Well, I looked that up and it said they did the same thing. Cool, because that's why I originally looked into El Salvador too. This time, Ross, because it's cheap there. I don't mean like cheap, but it's affordable, and the average home I could build out for like $7,500 for a a little 600-foot little bungalow, 12, maybe 400 or 500-foot little bungalow out there or something like that. And me, I'm resourceful. I ain't gonna do it like that. I'm gonna do it I'm gonna build it right off the land, whatever's there. If there's trees, I'll mill the trees right there. Start building off whatever, right? That's how I'd work. But yeah, I just want to blend in and grow food and provide food for the community. That's all I'm looking to do, Dave. Just kind of blend in and be mellow and grow food and farm. I want to grow goats and sheep again. I love raising animals. I gotta finally kick those birds out of here, guys. I hope I don't lose any birds. I mean, I fatten them up, got their feathers in. They can't stay in here the whole fucking time. I can't live in a chicken coop, guys. So, but I try to take the best care of my animals, and having my animals is a big part. Like I said, they're all I have. I don't have a partner in life or anything like that, and so they keep me. Yeah, I like talking to them. Oh, the thing about also is cartels don't run anything. They're all in jail. New president cleaned that all up years ago. Yep, yep, and that they just took Bitcoin off down there, Ross, as their currency or whatever because a lot of the people are saying, well, we weren't using it anyways, and you're not going to force us to fucking spend this Bitcoin. We want to spend we want, their currency there, and have the option to coin. And I guess they really weren't using it as a major source, but that was like a big thing to gain citizenship down there or something. They were offering if you bought Bitcoin, they would kind of let you in the door. And so I seen that window just close. So I'm like, interesting, because I'm like, well, how many Bitcoin you got to buy to get in on the gig here, or half or full, what is it, or just kind of, man, my stomach's chewing up that spaghetti. So, yeah, I appreciate it, Ross. I've been looking into El Salvador. I think that's a one of the ones that was on my option. It doesn't matter to me. Any place but America, anywhere but America will be better than this fucking country at this point. You can stay here if you like, but I don't see anything in this country that appeals to me. There's some beautiful land here. Oh my gosh, if you know what I'm saying, but there's at this point with these last 3 or 4 or 5, blind 11 administrations, this has been going forward and it has not stopped. They're still touching our kids' fucking privates at the airports and nobody gives a fuck. I do all the time. I think about that so much. It bothers me that children's genitals get touched by fucking grown-ass people and nobody cares. This shit just goes on and I can't take it. I wish Father just made me some fucking numbskull who cared about titties and football and how big my rims are on my truck kind of guy. I'd go hunting every year and just caveman kind of attitude. I'm just not that guy. I wear the weight of the world on my shoulders all the time. I'm a veteran. I joined the military at 17 years old. I want to fix, service to self or service to others. So I can't stop thinking, but I'll figure it out. Father will figure out a way. No matter what, I'm not going to have. I'm going to let Father push me. I know this is Father's will. If he's telling me to get out of here, it's because Scripture is telling me so. I'm not doing it. I'm telling you Scripture is telling me to do this. If you can't see how many ways I'm telling you that Scripture tells me to do this, I've said over and over that we're not supposed to be a part of this unfruitful works of darkness, and I've done it. So I'm not okay until they bring home the 1,000 military bases. Would you keep the land here or sell it? No, I'm not selling any land here. Actually, I'm trying to look for a single donator to pay the land off the $17,500, and I don't want small donors. I want it to be all one anonymous, or I'll pay it off over the next 9 or 10 years that I have to pay it off. So I don't want to burden anybody at all. So somebody will pay it off anonymously. Like I said, Brother Jim Brown, he gets hundreds of thousands of dollars of tithes to the ministry every year. So, so it'll happen or it won't. I don't want any of this to be of my own. Like Brother Ross will tell you, just as soon as you think you're going to get something, the way you want, Father will laugh at you and he'll do something different. You can't just don't try to, you can plan and things, but don't get set on anything, man. I know that in my life. Father will push me wherever he wants me. So I'm hoping that somebody will come in and pay this ministry off so that I can keep it safe while I'm not here, and have it. And I plan as soon as I can get this logistical thing taken care of with my son, I want to come back here. I'm not running from anything. I'm going to get away because this isn't a safe place to be. It's not. I'm a veteran. You don't have to understand my understanding. I don't want you to get in my head and think you can have to feel like I do. This is not a safe country. If you're an American, you probably think it is, but there are way safer places to be than America. You're just an American. You've probably never traveled outside of the country. You're just biased, so I just bought that property bought that house from that guy that Kevin bought for me. That's why I have some money, kind of turned a little bit on that, not a bunch, but he said that he'd been here for 35 years, fled Cuba because it was tyranny, 35. He said, you can't live a life here anymore. And it sucks. It's not free. It's just not the country he came. And so that's why I try to tell people, you want to know what it's like in America? Find somebody who didn't born in this country. Don't talk to somebody who was born in this country. They don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. So if you're an American, I don't want to hear anything out of your face. You're biased as fuck. So, and I continually hear more and more people saying that I left this country because it was, and now this is the worse than the country I fled, and it's better. This guy's going back to Cuba. So, yeah, well, that's why I'm saying that's, and then you got veterans like me that are exposing the system, Ross, of what it is, what we do. They don't like the veterans like me. Oh, you know how many veterans get away with fucking raping Iraqi women over, or that's just one operation, and it just, they don't. That's just one thing that goes on over there. There's so many things. I'm not trying to that get swept under the rug. Uniform Code of Military Justice. Be quiet. You're government property. We're all go 15. You'll fucking put you in an RCF. Put you in a federal prison. Shut up. Move out. Draw fire, soldier. It sucks. Oh. He wouldn't shut up. Oh, shot himself in the back of the head twice. Oh, another Clinton deal, huh? Mm-hmm. They do that in the military too. So, it's much easier to do in the military. So, anyways, it's all right. Like I said, it's not something, I don't run from the things that happen. I expose them because I can't believe that it's been 26 fucking 100 years since he made that covenant of no foreign entanglements, right? Well, let vengeance be mine. So at one point in time, we were following this covenant. This is a very special place. He did allow the genocide of all these pagan totem, they were pagans. It didn't matter. They were still pagans. They worshiped totem gods, and they were fleeing this Satanism, we'll call it, whatever you want to call it. Crackers and grape juice. To come here. And there's a reason why this was a blessed nation, and why there was, not like any other thing had ever been done before. There's never been a, judicial, legislative, and executive governing body over the people to allow this, constitutional republic, which was an amazing place where freedom was fucking dangerous as fuck, dude. Freedom was so dangerous. It should be dangerous. Always has been and should always be, but that's not what it is anymore. It was really about rights, the right to choose, the right that you couldn't make anybody do anything in this country. You couldn't, if there wasn't a person on person crime, if there was no victim, there's no crime. Look at all this shit people locked in fucking prisons right now with no victim, where the state's a victim. Nobody was hurt. There's no physical damage caused to anybody. These motherfuckers are sitting in prison right now. This is America. Do you know there are more people locked up in America than all the other countries fucking combined? Yeah. Guaranteed occupancy of 80% for private prisons in America. Halliburton, hello. Same ones over in the fucking desert build our schools. Guaranteed 80% occupancy before it's even built. Yeah. It's these fucking gang thugs that fill them up, called this county police officers, your city and your fucking state troopers. These are the people filling these fucking prison. These probation and fucking parole officers are fucking some of the most disgusting, slimy people you've ever dealt with in your life. You can't even talk to them. You can't have any emotion at all. You have to talk like an android if you're talking to somebody within the system. If you don't talk like an android and you have any, oh yeah, anybody's ever been on probation or parole? Ask them. They'll tell you what I'm talking about. Come here, bad dog. Go away, bad dog. Come here, bad dog. You can never do it right. They don't fucking care. They're just fucking, they're horrible. I told you, a fucking robot, and I'm not into these robots taking people's jobs, but a robot could do a better job than most of these health and human service workers, the secretaries and shit. They are absolute power-hungry maniacs, fucking maniacs Oh, we saw that shit during the COVID. Put your fucking mask up. Bullshit. Them. Those motherfuckers right there. They do all that shit. Look at all that shit E-Doge is unveiling. All that shit with, you guys don't see what's going on with Elon Musk. You're out of your minds. You really are. He's bringing all this data together, whether you understand what is happening with Musk. He is making this hive mind come to this lace mind, lace link, Neuralink laced you with nano that you can breathe and they can activate. So I don't want to hear it anymore. The cat's out of the bag. Cat's out of the bag. I knew they were going this way with it. I fucking knew it. But that's all right. It is what it is. You're going to have to live an organic life. That's what I'm telling you. You better get as much organic food in your body, keep your stress level down, and do not participate in electronics as least as you fucking can. There's no electronic Jesus. Grow up. Huh? Oh, yeah. Their AI will be an EJ or an Apple Jesus, Apple Christ, Android Christ. So an Android Super Christ. Oh, yeah. They've got all these Android, they've got all these things programmed, these people. Yeah, they do. Remember, they think God's in the sky. 90% of religions believe in the word rapture. 90% of the people in this world believe in the word rapture. Rapture. Oh, yeah. No, Karina, these family courts, I just seen a man take his kid, get taken away from him because he hangs out with me. Seriously, Gene, Gaber. Seriously, Judge Vandenberg took his fucking kid from him. No way, no justification. Turned him over his fucking mom. Oh, because he said he went over and got his kid because his fucking court paperwork says that his old lady, when they split up, I tell that to got people, he has the right under the child. She has to make rights with him. She left, and he let him take his son, and he came to me. He's like, I don't know if I should do this, dude. She's gonna pull this shit on me and try to take him. But I'm trying to be, you're a single dad. I want to try to do the right thing. We sat down and told his son, look, if she takes you, because he was worried about it. I don't want my mom to take me. I'm like, look, I'll come get you. Something like that. Just go and have a good time with your mom. Don't think about that. Your mom loves you. Don't worry about that. Leave that shit between your dad and your mom. You just go there and have a good time. Don't think about that. Don't worry about that. You remember that controller. Just worry about games and playing with kids. You're thinking about things you don't need to worry about. Your dad and I will be there if that happens. If your mom, please. So we sat down, and then she turned around and did that shit. So he called me up, and then I couldn't go because I didn't want to make the problem me showing up. But he called the whatever human services, and they had his back. They're like, yep, he had to wait until the morning. I'm the one who fronted him and gave him the money to do this. Remember, guys, I shorted myself that fucking month because he needed to go get his kid. Like, well, here's the cash. Go get him now. I can't go with you. I wish I could. I told him I would, but go get him. And he went there, and the DHS got involved, and it was custodial interference. And so they went in the morning and removed the child from her, gave him back. He brought the child back here. She pulled a court date, and they said, well, because you removed the fucking child from her when he was visiting during his visit, she gets the child now. Huh? Yeah. Fucking stole that kid from her because he hangs around with me because his name was on my police report. He left the house during when I had my son here and was holding my son. I wouldn't let them arrest my son. He came here and brought me food and ice because I couldn't leave the fucking property. And they actually pulled him over. Didn't even show probable cause. That's a fucking traffic stop they did right there. Didn't show. And they wanted to look at they didn't look at his car, but they didn't give him a reason for stop, RFS, or show probable cause. They just fucking pulled him over. It's fucking insane. And then they took his kid. So absolutely. This same judge is doing family law, is doing criminal law, where, a lot of these criminal judges are family court judges too. So I know I spent 8 years in family court fighting for my son, Elijah Werner. Oh, yes, I did. You go look through the fucking 8 years in Lane County. It's all public record if you want to look at it. 8 fucking years it took me to finally get my son out of a situation that wasn't not safe for him. It just wasn't. And I tried everything I could for 8 fucking years. I had emergency custody of like 3 times with all the proof, but I had a cock between my legs, and this is a very liberal state. And so, fuck you. If you have a cock between your legs, it's not easy. 8 years to boot to show you. Seriously, 8 years in fucking family court. I don't know how. 2 attorneys fired. Hundreds of thousands of dollars I've spent. I can't imagine what my life would be without having a child, but it's all I ever wanted was a child when I was young. Look what I got. So he's a good young man. He is. He's a good young man. He loves the word, and I miss him so much. And if he's dead, he's not suffering. I don't want him to be dead, but see, I don't know if he's suffering. I want to go to him now. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Don. I'm going to start looking as soon as I get out this country. As soon as I get out here, I'm going to start making phone calls and shit. I don't want to be here, for that. I think I can still do the same thing from outside of this country. So I can't go drive to where he might be, but I do think too, if he's somewhere in hiding, hoping that I got the case taken care of and he can come out, that if I leave and I get out of here, it's safe to go where I'm at. And I can protect him. Remember, I have all the evidence. So they don't have any evidence on Elijah either. They're going to lose big time on him. He has bigger lawsuits than I do. And then my daughter has even larger lawsuits. And I wish I could find out where she was at. So I'm going to have to do it. Like I said, I'm going to have to do it. I'm not going to stay here any longer. So I'm going to try to get a couple more things sold and leave. I don't want to stay here any longer. There's nothing here, any reason for me. I stayed here for him. I stayed here for my son to try to take care of his legal things for him. Stepped in front of fucking a hand grenade, took a hand grenade to the face, got swatted by the state of Oregon. Didn't even fucking look at the evidence. Didn't even see all the evidence I have to clear his name. They don't care. They're fucking ruthless. They came here to kill me. Anybody's watched this channel knows that. They came here to fucking kill Pastor Revelation. They do not like the fact that I stood up. Remember I told you that this fucking Sergeant Rourke was selling meth to the farmers? He got busted on the job doing meth. Pretty funny, huh? Yeah, I'm going to get all these things right out here. I have been I have most everything. I came out here when I came out here, 10, 11 years ago, told them everything was going to happen in this town. They're like, no, it's not. I'm like, yes, the fuck it is. You don't know the cycle. They all his clothing on this fucking rock right here. This place was popping the most. You're not going to know what happens here. You can't keep this little teeny tiny farmer town to yourself anymore. This shit's going to blow up. No, it's not. There's been 2 people more like you, and we done run them out of town. That's what it is. We do it. You're a veteran. You're not going to do shit in this town. I came out here, the fucking driveways in town were, every 15th lot, every 20th lot, now they're every other lot, every 3rd lot, 5 miles apart, 10 miles apart out of town. Another every 5th lot, out here. This place is cracking off. They're so pissed off. They do their satellite. They come out here to do their polls or whatever they population, whatever they count, whatever they call that damn thing. Can't remember off the top of my head. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, like I said, I wish I knew where he was at. I wish somebody would give me an answer. But I think if my son burnt his bridge and just said, fuck it, why wouldn't he have somebody contact me through some way, shape, or form? There's been 0 contact. I've had no contact with him. No way to contact him. Don't know anybody knows where he's at. He went black fucking playing a video game, online game. Somebody gave me an idea today. They're like, you need to get his last, wherever he was playing, whatever game he was playing, he probably had his camera on. That person says he knew that he played online and he used that camera a lot. They know his face online, and said if somebody, as much as like, I don't want to say this in my fucking stomach because my heart is just talking about this. I'm going to have to go, guys. I don't get a good feeling about this. I'm getting a bad feeling in my stomach right now, and I don't like what I feel. I'm a fucking veteran. I got an instinct like a fucking bird. You ain't gonna tell me to fly south for the winter. No, you don't. I'm gonna put up fucking nuts, whether you call me nuts or not. I'm like a motherfucking squirrel. I'm always trying to get a nut. Don't you tell me. I got instincts, but that's why I'm leaving. You don't have to listen to me. I don't give a fuck what you say. I'm going to go with my gut. And I'm going to go with my gut tells me in the word. It's the word that leads me, by the way. It's not like a feeling of my own, but it's the word that leads me to. So this is a very changed nation from once it was. And I'm proof that they don't give a fuck. They'll send a SWAT team out to try to kill you. So you start standing up for your rights, this is what's going to happen. So I've done defending this country. First, from within the confines of this border, I will not stop serving the people of the United States that don't have a voice and can't. There are people who can't. I don't care what their fucking reason. I know the people who can, but don't. The people who can't. And those are the voices that I will make sure that my voice gets as loud as it. If they fucking want to chop my head off, kill me, martyr me, there's nothing they're going to do to my flesh. I'm not concerned about anything flesh. I'm more now concerned about my son. Again, I can't go to bed day after day, night after night, week after week, month after fuck. It's been 9 fucking months. That's as long as it takes a child to be birthed. A human fucking conception of a child. I'm going to wait 9 fucking months and not get not even nothing. No attorneys provided. You're going to swap my house, concuss my face, hit me in the fucking. There's no way to be. Like I said, I don't know, guys. It seems every day seems less and less like they must have shot me when I went out that door, when I reached back for the dogs, because there's no way. All this shit's just a fucking blur, man. And I'm still not gone anywhere. And all they have to do is make one phone call. This whole case could have. I have a fucking judge in open court saying, yes, I'm going to continue to violate your 6th Amendment rights and your Miranda rights. And I brought a witness with me. So I think I'm still here, but what? Oh, they're just going to. So, like I said, it's getting hard. Because sitting around waiting for this fucking system is making my son suffer more. I'm suffering more. I can't fucking, I'm not going to let they come on this property. I'll fucking shoot them this time. I have fucking plenty of ammunition for missing and I don't miss. If you want to test my, what's my skill level, it's on my DD-214. I don't miss. I don't miss. I don't miss. 50 out of 50, 30 out of 30. All I fucking put every fucking one on the center of the target. So I'm hoping I can get out of here because I never threatened him before with any violence, but I have the right to protect myself. And I did before, and I probably just should have shot him and I wouldn't even be in this situation. I probably know where my son's at. So, I know Father will provide a way, and I don't care what Father does. If I know Father, he's going to beat the shit out of me, guys. It's going to be hard and horrible. What can I do? That's the way it always is. So if I can get out of here and get down to where I can just grow food and farm, that's what I'm going to do. Farm food for the rest of my life. So, and I do think that I might be able to meet somebody down there that Father would approve of, would be yoked with, that Father would have created. So, yeah, seriously getting tired of being alone. My heart's starting to tick like that again, a little bit. Whatever, I'm a man. I like women, Some of them are nuts, but they're all nuts, but I'm crazy too. So maybe I can find one as crazy as me. I'll be like a fucking bag of nuts or something. I don't know. So, but anyways, I'll see, what God will do here. So, I'm just kind of teetering out. I can't stay on here all night, guys. I really wish I could stay on here and just go for the night, but my gut is just something is not right. I don't know. Something's so I got a weird ass feeling. I don't like this feeling. I don't like this feeling. I don't like this feeling. I'm a fucking veteran. I know what this means, but it's okay. Nothing like that. It's just, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Father will provide. He'll make a way. He always does. He can make a way when there's no way in hell. So, this cat just jumped up out of his sleep like a foot in the air. Come here, buddy. What was that? Stop it, Pants. What was that, buddy? Did you dream? Did you have a dream? He woke up, he bounced about a foot in the air. What was that, bud? What are you dreaming of? What are you dreaming of? What are you dreaming of, buddy? He sprung up out of his thing like, he popped up. That was great. Poor guy. Okay, watch out, Panty. Get back, Pants. So, no, and there isn't anything. I know, that's what's so weird about them both being gone. It'd be one thing if Elijah was gone, that's one thing, but when they're both gone, it just doesn't make it, none of it makes sense. So, you've been here to be a witness. I mean, I know I'm alive, but it doesn't feel very much like it at times. It gets hard to wake up every day and keep doing this pain, knowing that he could be out there suffering and I'm not helping him. I mean, I'm trying to help him by getting the case taken, but they're not doing anything. So I can't, I don't know. That's how you see I've reached breaking point. I won't settle for this bullshit no more. So, yeah, like I'm saying, these are just, everything's off the net. It's so weird. It's like everything's been erased. It's like I'm here, but I'm not. How could it be 9 months and they do this and there's been not any progress made in the case? There's been nothing, not even no counsel's been appointed. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford legal counsel, one to be appointed to you during question. Do you understand that right? They never even read me those rights. Illegal. That drops the whole case right there. The whole case is over right there. And I've been screaming that in open court. You didn't even Mirandize me. Drop this case now. Drop this no contact orders now. Motion to dismiss charges, all charges immediately now. I did that last time. Motion denied. So there's just, it's a fucking dead end, guys. It's a dead end. So I need to, I don't know, take this to some other country and have a look at it and say, will you please look into this evidence for me? This country's fucking, I believe this system's killed my son, kidnapped my daughter. I don't know where they are. I'm doing everything that they're telling me to do, but they're not fucking doing nothing. I have a child. He's fucking, my son, he's a grown ass man, but he could be in danger. He did everything he was supposed to do. And they just fucking keep just crushing him. So I'm not trying to overreact here, but this isn't, there's just nothing happening. Nobody will help me, guys. How long have I been trying to get help? Like 3-4 years, guys, in this case. I was calling, I made calls before this ever happened with Elijah, like I said, with the, with this case, you remember, years earlier or a year earlier to crush a Brunsman and all these things before they were trying to just kept pushing him and he wouldn't, they kept changing you were on here, lady in red. Remember the Gresha Brunsman? Okay, you only have 30 hours, Elijah, on that date. October 23rd, I think it was. Remember that email I kept showing up? And they did it like another 100 hours after that. Then they told him he didn't do those, and they kept moving his fucking numbers around. Then they wouldn't give him a printout of any of his fucking numbers. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So what it's like to be him right now, to be fucking on the run. I'm going to find out real quick, huh? As soon as I don't show up to that next court date, they'll issue a warrant for my arrest. Pretty fucking sad, huh? So, but I don't care anymore. I just don't. I'm not worried about anything. So what? So fucking what? Hopefully I won't even be in this country by then. So I'm hoping that Father will make this passport be available to me. So I'll know this week. I don't have any ability to do any of that right now. So I would like to leave this next week or two. Hopefully I can be out of here the next week or two. Next week is not soon enough, or this week coming up. So maybe next week. I don't know. I don't even know if that's possible. If I don't have that passport, it's gone. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. That's going to really fuck me. So why my passport? I lose all my gold to bail my son out. Whatever. It's gold. It's fucking gold. I don't care about gold. I'm a silver bug. But turn around and steal all my fucking silver? That was my retirement, man. My own fucking blood. Either, well, somebody I know. Either my supposed brother Marshall or Adriana took my silver. Only two people took it. One of the two. Somebody I fucking know. And then to add insult to injury, you got to take my fucking passport. My passport was in that box. And then turn around, my passport gets fucking taken too. Father is so brutal to me sometimes. I don't even know why, but I'm sure he has a reason. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm getting out of here. You guys are going to get stuck in here. Go to your work camps. I don't want that for you guys, but you're going to go to your 50-minute cities. You probably are, because you're on this channel. You're on the list now. You shouldn't have ever came on this channel. You're fucked. Guilt by association. Shame on you. No, just kidding. Father will take care of you. Don't worry about it. It is what it is. It is what it is. If you're worried about being on a list, well, you're probably not in this channel to begin with. So you probably scare you off pretty quick in here. So you're probably on a list for being in the channel. Associate with me because I point out all these things. So that's kind of how this works. So, oh, what's good, guys? Oh, good, guys. Okay. I'm kind of just a little wore out. My emotions have just been, I'm very concerned for my son's safety. Staying here and not letting them, they're going to push this off for another, they've already gone way past. So this could, in my eyes, go on for years. This could go on for years. This could go on for years. At the rate they're doing, next month is 2 more months. It'd be a fucking year. It'd be a year since they swatted this fucking house. After my next court date, 2 months, it'd be a fucking year. A year. And nothing has been done. Tell me they didn't shoot me. Go watch the video. I don't know. They didn't. I walked down the stairs, but it just doesn't seem real. And they're not going to do anything in the next couple of months. There is no fucking attorney available. There's only 2 in this county. One represented my son. The other one won't take my case. Remember, they tried to have somebody, some outside fucking other county step in. He's like, no fucking way. No. I quit. He never did anything. Nothing. Never did anything for me in any legal way. I had to force him to send me my fucking discovery. Where's all my evidence? If you're going to if they're going to assign you, they haven't approved you yet. I want my evidence now. So he didn't do anything. So remember, and then he's so fucking stupid, he asked to be fired as my attorney. Fired? You can't fucking fire an attorney you don't pay for. That's how stupid this fucking attorney is. Yeah. You pay for an attorney you can fire. If it's legal counsel, you demand them to be removed as counsel. File a motion to say, that's what I'm saying. There's a difference. This dumb fucking idiot in court sitting there telling the judge, well, he wants me to fire him as his attorney. The relationship broke down. Motherfucker, you ain't done shit for me. I called his ass in court, remember? It was all recorded anyway, so like we didn't record. You guys didn't hear all this stuff already. Isn't it great how much entertainment I've been, giving you guys? That's what it seems like. It's just a big fucking entertainment show. Not for you guys, but, the whole world. Nobody gives a fuck about Elijah. Not one penny for Tracy's legal counsel. Not one penny for Adriana's legal counsel. Not one fucking penny for Elijah's legal counsel. All these fucking GoFundMes. All these GoFundMe. People make all these fucking GoFundMes for everybody, for everything fucking the world. Not for this veteran that stood up for your fucking rights, huh? Not a penny come in. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, brothers and sisters. Isn't it strange to be part of my life? I'm just saying, to be a witness. And so that's why sometimes it's hard to believe that I'm even still here. So, but I'm going to find my son. I don't think I can do it within the confines of the United States of America, the corporation, because they're not helping me. They're just making it worse. If my son is out there and he's been struggling and I find out, I'm fucking going to be so fucking lost, guys. My heart's going to be in shambles. If he was dead months ago or something like that. I don't know. Did he fucking kill himself? Fucking hate this shit. All right, I gotta go. Did he fucking shoot his wife? He's not a violent man. There should be no reason he would have ever done that. Don't get it through your fucking head. It's probably them that killed him. That's why I said that in open court. Did you kill my son? Have the discourtesy you call me. I want fucking answers. Nothing. So. All right, guys. I love you. I got to go. If you know anybody can help me, I need funding. I don't want your money if you can't afford it. If you know anybody wants to try to help me out here, I'd like to try to secure some more funds. I don't know if anything's going to sell. I think they turned my fucking internet off again. Bullshit. I won't be able to sell anything on the marketplace. So don't give anything to this ministry if you don't have funding. So maybe you can talk with somebody, go look at my fucking story. Maybe somebody wants to start a GoFundMe or something, but I need to move myself out of this country. I had a big fucking blowout with a cop up here the other day too, calling him out and calling him a pig and a tyrant and fucking it did. Josh Bishop, the guy that's bragging they're going to come here and kill me. So every time I see these cops, I'm going to fucking rip them a new asshole. And it's going to take one of these cops to turn around and shoot me in the fucking head. So I go to Saudi Arabia. I have no problem with anybody in Saudi Arabia. I like Saudi Arabia. They're part of the BRICS nations now. I think they filed to be part of BRICS. So I'm not happy that you fuckers down over there for 50 years fucking the Saudi agreement with the Bretton Woods, but that's not the people. That's the fucking government over there. There's good people in Saudi Arabia. There's good people in Israel. There's good people in fucking Iran. There's good people in America, guys. It's the governments that's the fucking problem. Look at what's going on with me, man. These governments are this government is crushing me. I'm a veteran. I defended this fucking petrodollar. So, isn't that awesome? Saudi's taking any kind of currency for the dollar now. Bye-bye, petrodollar. Yep, Saudi's only taking with the Swiss system, only paying US dollars for 50 fucking some years, brothers and sisters. Only the OPEC nations, Bretton Woods agreements. Okay, cool. Right on. That's what I was saying. Cool. Thank you for giving me your information. Not everybody wants that. Not everybody agrees with it. So I think it's funny if you're watching, obviously, if you're awake over this, people are awake all over the world. Trump just blows off the BRICS nations. That was so funny, man. Brazil, Russia, India, China, that's all those other nations. That's like 40% of the world's infrastructure. Nuclear power, superpower, fucking Shanghai Gold Exchange. And he just like, no, there's nothing to it. They're just, yeah, right. The Belt and Road Initiative. America's a good ally. Yeah, because veterans like me come fucking fuck up countries, and kill fucking people over there in Iraq, and in Afghanistan, so we can pay for the U.S. oil with the Saudi. All your Saudi oil got protected by this U.S. You had a great relationship because veterans like me could fuck every country up, so you could have your agreement too. So you sound like you might be a little compartmentalized by this same bullshit that's going on over here. Yep, the Bretton Woods Agreement. All nations going to reprice all fucking oil, and yeah, it worked out great for your nation, didn't it? 50 years, everybody else had to fucking pay. Yeah, it worked out perfect. So, yeah, that's the truth. You know who Henry Kissinger is? You know what the Bretton Woods Agreement is? Yeah, well, no more guarding the fucking we got the greatest military. We'll guard all the gold and put it in Fort Knox. Now, don't look at it over there anymore. Now all oil is repriced 1973 in the U.S. dollar. Will protect all the Saudi OPEC nations, and all these nations will now pay for the U.S. dollar. And if not, we'll come fuck you up. 20 fucking years in Afghanistan, the largest fucking war ever in this history. Iraq, Operation Iraqi Freedom. Desert Storm, Desert Shield. How many fucking Iraqi women and children lost their life so people could pay for fucking Saudi oil? The petrodollar SWIFT system, forcing every fucking nation to pay for that Saudi oil. Of course, I had a great relationship with the fucking United States. You fucking killers like us here in America had just benefited like we fucking did great. 80 fucking years since we've had the reserve currency since the whole World War II shit. And that shit worked out perfect, remember? Heck yes. If France came over here and wanted their gold, we wanted to go back. We're like, fuck it, look over here. We'll just price all oil in the US dollar now. 1973, every fucking nation, if you didn't pay for it, look what happened to Muammar Gaddafi. Never did find any weapons of mass destruction, huh? No. Saddam Hussein was going to fucking pay for oil with something than the U.S. dollar. And that, yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I bet you fucking had a great relationship. Your fucking nation is just as fucking filthy, nasty, disgusting, the government. And you too, if you're part of this bullshit, like everybody here. Me, I'm fucking filthy rags, man. Disgusting, served this horrible fucking 1973, 50 fucking years, all Saudi OPEC nations, guarded by the United States government. Reserve currencies worked out great. It's fucking worked out great for you, huh? You fucking love it, don't you? Well, fucking dying people in America, dying people all over the world, but worked out for fucking the Saudis, worked out for the fucking U.S., huh? Fucking sick, isn't it? Sick. So you can see people have a mentality, no matter where they're at, they compartmentalize with their government. I try to tell you guys that not everybody is with the government too either. Like Iran, not most people in Iran don't say death to fucking America. No, they don't. That's the smallest percentage of the population. So there's just a lot of misconception. So I'm sad for all the American soldiers who died in Afghanistan. Yeah. Well, fuck American soldiers, you fucking heathen, fucking swine pigs. What about the fucking women and children? Nobody ever wore a battle dress uniform. Veterans are the most filthy fucking things to ever walk this rock. They're outside the covenant of the New Testament. Veterans are the slime of this fucking earth. It don't get no worse than a fucking veteran. You're fucking lost. Don't be sad. The fuck are you sad about? Oh, you got the fucking stand on an X, didn't you? Well, no, I'm serious. I'm fucking pointing out the obvious. Don't be sad for fucking veterans. We're filthy. It's a volunteer military. Nobody made me go to World War II. So nobody forced me to do it. It was on by my own, so it'd be different, but now they draft women. So fuck America. Yep. If you're in America, fuck you. You're going to draft American women now, and you didn't stop that. They've already repealed posse comitatus. They'll use war pigs like me. I'm a fucking MP. I'm as sick as they get. First motherfucking one into battle, the last motherfucking one to leave. Look it up. Oh, what do we lose? I don't know that background light. So, all right, it is what it is, guys. This is PTSD controlled. If I hold it in, I won't feel very good. You know what it's like to see you wearing fucking mask. Only women burqa and veil their face, not men. What the fuck is wrong with these men in America? I wake up, it's Sharia law in America. Seriously, you're not getting it back, you fucking weak ass men in America. And now they're going to draft our women. So look what happened to the Ukrainian generation. Gone. There's no fucking Ukrainians in fucking Ukraine anymore between the ages of, 18 and 42 or 3 is the average, right? There's a bunch of old men over there now. Women. Threw the women in the meat grinder. Oh, it won't happen in America. Bye-bye, ladies of America. They can do it to you now. That should fucking grab you by your fucking balls. And you ain't even got any. Well, whatever. I can try to be nice. These fucking men are weak, aren't they? You know, I can put my fucking, my thing inside any hole of yours that I want because I'm a man. I can overtake you because I'm not saying I will because I'm built different. Men and women have different physical training standards in the Army, Marines, in the militaries. We don't have the same frame. We don't have the same. I'm not saying women aren't tough, but so I did. That's what Trump's going to do. Take the Second Amendment right away. Of everybody. Yep. Not just the women. And then they can't even protect themselves anymore. Yep, heard it here first. You don't have to like what I said, but that's what's going to happen. And if I'm wrong, I'll get it all right. And I'm not caring about being right or wrong. So it's time for you men to stand the fuck up. Stop being such silence. Majority. The silent majority. It's proof it's already happening. How did fucking that happen where we were going to draft our women and you're okay with just going to work? You're okay with staying in this country. Dying fucking people that are citizens in this country, and they're going to send more money to Iran and Israel and Ukraine. You're okay with that? Majority of the Americans are. I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with anything. There's nothing in America that's worth a shit. Except for some good people here that are trying their best to fucking be upright and can't go anywhere. The rest of you, you're fucking sitting there like a bump on a log, and you can do something. You can't change what God wrote, history, but you can do your part to not go down as the silent majority. No, it's not Bush's mistake. Trump went into Afghanistan. You don't know your ass from a hole in the ground. I'll fucking speak up, please. I'll crush you. You're fucking some civilian bullshit. Fucking television. Trump is responsible for everything you fucking see. Trump is John F. Kennedy. Trump is Ronald Reagan. Trump is Hillary Clinton. Don't fucking open your mouth and tell me Trump is George and Sr. and Jr. They're all wings to the same dragon. Trump made the decision. His family. You don't understand how this is working. You're fucking caught up in this little silly fucking, we go over there and for the good of the people and fucking you get to sit here and enjoy all the fucking benefits that you see on television. It's not what you see on TV. That's a television answer. So don't speak fucking blasphemies. Donald Trump is responsible for everything you've seen in your lifetime. He was going to be the president before he's even fucking born. You don't understand what's going on. Skull and bones. Baron the time traveler. Baron Trump. So don't blame fucking Bush. Bush has nothing fucking to do with it. He's just part of their fucking one of their behind buddies, like running their train on each other, their bath parties and all that bullshit. Donald George Bush Jr., Biden, Clinton, Kamala Akbar, Kennedy. Yeah. John F. and his apple Onassis. Another one with the fucking Adam's apple. Nuh-uh. I don't know. You look and tell me. Yeah, they all have Adam's apples. Not just Reggie. Who's Reggie? Barry's husband? I mean, First Lady? I thought that was Mr. Thunberg. Greta? Oh, there's another one too. Jennifer Lopez? Ivan? They're all, yeah, half your Victoria's Secrets catalog. Nobody does that anymore. Seriously. We got the hub now. You go pull your chain somewhere else. Look it up. It didn't just start with Barry or 44th president. They're not all, but they owe many. I had somebody come on here the other day. They're like, holy crap, dude. I just went and looked at every first lady. This has been going on for a long time. I know. And you just thought it was, his name isn't Michael. Reggie. He was an Oregon State Beaver. These people just use like plasping all this weird information. Where do the people get that television? Some bullshit blogger that's fucking don't have no. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm bullshitting you. Why didn't he go to Autzen Stadium then? He came here to Oregon 2 fucking times. We got people from the NFL, some tax-exempt corporation come here and go, holy shit, we don't even have stuff like this in the fucking professional football league. You didn't even have any idea what Autzen Stadium is. Ducks? Oh, yeah, they didn't get the national championship this year, but we'll see. Yeah. Oh, another air ritual. The ducks get it. Duck you, motherfucker. I quack daddy, bitch. Duck a friend. Duck somebody you love. Duck yeah. Duck an A. Duck a B. While you're at it, just duck the whole alphabet. So that's what happens when you become an Oregonian, right? Can't be an Oregonian. You have to be born native. It's called organized. I've lived in the state too long, guys. I've been organized. It happens. You become a product of your environment. He says, don't sup with vipers. So careful. You might become organized like me. Don't hang around me. So. A cosmos and orderly arrangements. Orderly arrangement. So, all right, guys, let me end it in there. I just haven't obviously travels in my. Oh my God, fucking did. Oh, I gotta stop. Okay, one more time. Okay, enough. Listen, Elon Musk's son put his boogers in his ears when he put them on his head. That was so hilarious. He sat there, picked that booger. His dad put him on top of his head, and he stuck that booger in his ear, dude. That was so. Dude, now history's being made every day. That's why I don't go to sleep on the job, to watch that kind of thing. That's a Kennedy ritual too, guys. Another Kennedy ritual, guys. It's crazy how many of these things they can pull over and over. Mr. Trump with the tower, with the shooter on the tower, all this. Who watched that Elon's son? I don't know what he said. I have no ill intentions toward that little whatever. It doesn't matter. He's a child. Did you see what he said? That's what I'm saying. He's a child. That sucks, man. Did you see what Elon Musk's child said to Donald Trump? You're not the president. Get out of here. You're not the president. Get out of here. What? And then he said, he cussed or something. Like, I don't know what he said. Something really, he didn't say something very nice. He said something really rude and crude. Guys, come on, man. I mean, I get it is what it is, but that child would not say that if he was not hearing these things. That's some crazy stuff going on that day. And then the booger in the ear, guys. It's just like, oh my gosh, dude. I don't know. Look, I want to tell you. I don't know what's going on with Elon. But that dude, sometimes he looks fucking haggard. Now, I know he does a lot of drugs. Whether you understand it or not, Elon Musk is a very heavy drug user. He uses a lot of fucking recreational drugs. We'll just put it to you that way, okay? And that's, he knows what he's doing. But man, sometimes he looks. There's a couple times I've seen him in that one video, man. I was like, damn, he just looks bad. Bad. So I see it. He's kind of like Joe Biden, where one time he looks a little better, and the next time he looks a little. And I'm not saying he's cloned. I'm not saying that. So don't start that bullshit. I'm just saying. Now listen, lady in red. I'm glad that you said that. That's an act. That's fucking bullshit. I talked to Kevin that bull fucking shit. Nah. You don't change whatever you think. But I had Kevin watch that, and I didn't say anything. I said, Kevin, watch this for me. Check this out. What do you think of this? What's going on with him, man? It's kind of fucking, it's kind of some strange behavior there, huh? And I said, well, give me your opinion. And he's like, no, I don't. It's fucking seems out of it. I said, do you think he's real? Like, what's going on with him? And he's like, I don't know. And I said, I'll tell you what yes, it's an act. Thank you, lady in red. He knows he's being watched, and he did that shit on purpose. He's like, fucking do what I want. He's mocking people. That ain't real. That's an act. You know what I'm saying? That's thank you. You got it. He knows he's being watched, and he's playing. I was like, most people they've turned it. I've looked at the blog and I watched through, and I loved it. So I try to tell you, read all these people's comments, man. You're going to get a lot of different, a lot of different. He has the golden rod of lightning. You're going to get a lot of different people's opinions, on what they saw. But yeah, that's what I felt. Now, I could be wrong. He could be just kind of a little out of it because he's, a little laced on some DMT, or I don't know, whatever he does. He does all kinds of shit. I've heard he's heavily into some of these other. There's a lot of shit, the drugs out there. I didn't realize. I mean, I was a DRE in the military, learned how to do that outside law enforcement. Again, this is all part of this, understanding this motherfucker is on some shit I never heard of. They never had fentanyl. You know what I'm saying? It'd be an understanding. They have so many different things. So he's on, I've heard he takes some of these other, like I said, I don't even remember what they call some of this stuff. Easy with these people putting their bodies now. But he's the Neuralink guy. So of course he's going to put all kinds of shit in his body. But I 100% believe that day that there was just exactly what Lady in Red's saying. He knew he was being watched. And he was probably half cocked, or if you will, and just in it and out of it and didn't give a shit. It's like, I can just do whatever I want. And I'll just be here and just hanging in by almost, and on me to go, almost like somebody who's like, you see people who are like heavy heroin addicts. They could barely hold on. They're like, but he was there the whole time. He's just like in and out. So I think in Chewbacca's backyard with Bigfoot. So up in the Anakin Skywalker front, thing. So, all right, guys. Thanks for making me feel a little better. I was feeling like shit thinking about my son. See, that's why I go in these spats. And that's not fucking bipolar, man. No, that's not. Think about my son, because that's fucking on my mind. So appreciate you help me get that. As a parent, you don't stop taking care of your kids when they turn 18. Don't work like that. So I'll continue to hopefully try to pursue this as I can. So I'm going to go. Links are in the description if you want to. Again, I'm probably going to need about $10,000 more before I leave here. So hopefully that truck will sell, and a couple more things will sell here at this farm. But I just don't get a good feeling about today. I mean, today was nothing today. Oh, I thought for sure, okay, man, you're getting hits on this. You better get this truck done. And, if you're going to do this, drop it to a price where somebody won't even argue with you. They'll come out and fucking want to like, dude, holy shit, honey, let's get in the truck, and the price is way underpriced. If you look up at the 01 double cab right now, there's nothing sitting under any less than 10, 12,000. And mine is sitting at 8,000. So, you know, they must got me shut off. Not one like, not one comment. And I put on 20 different forums. Nah, they got me shut the fuck back off again, man. I can't say, well, that's what you get for using the internet for 20 years, man. They can watch everything and flip you off and on when they want. So, if you know anybody can help the ministry, pay off the ministry, that's a separate thing. I'm looking for an anonymous donor. I don't want any single contributions to the ministry as far as small donations. It's here. It doesn't need any more donations. It's fine. The ministry will stay where it's at. So somebody will honestly make, like I said, Brother Jim has hundreds of thousands of dollars every year. Donate to Grace and Truth. You know, I put a lot more hours in this fucking year than Brother Jim Brown did, and it don't matter. You know, a lot more hours than he. And I haven't brought in any hardly money for the ministry. So I made $3 in 4 months. $3 off this fucking platform. So that's why I just demonetized the thing, because the super chats, or the only one who was donating was mental health recovery. So pretty much. And so it's okay. It's not about that. There's nothing here there's no time. Remember, is what I always said, what I would require, like it says in the book of Malachi, if you find a man that's feeding you the meat, give him 10% of your tithe. Time, please, time. I need time, not money. I don't need, but I am going to need some funding. So if anybody wants to help me out, I don't want to take anything from you. I don't want to be on the other end of judgments. I'm just not able to get the thing sold again. So it comes and goes. You've seen around here when they flip it back on, I'll get hits, I'll sell things, but they turn it off from time to time, where I price things so underpriced, it makes no sense. And then when I don't even get one single like, like I said, I posted up a week ago at 10,888, which is still under market value, and immediately, that's an excellent price on that truck. Super clean. It won't last long at that price. And then it was just the weekend. It was a weird time. We got snowed on out here. I had, 4 or 5 people, wanting to trade $12,000, $15,000. That guy was going to come trade that side by side, whatever, $15,000 side by side. So I know they got me turned back off, guys. I know they got me turned back off. So back once again, if somebody wants to help me separately, I'm taking 2 separate things. Obviously the donation for the ministry would be an anonymous, donation one time for the ministry for the 17.5. But it doesn't get paid off. It's not going to hurt my feelings at all. And if nobody can help me out here to get me down the road, it's okay. It's all right. Father will provide for me. I'm not trying to take anything. I don't want to be at the end of a judgment when he puts me for a judgment and said, you took from that person, Tracy, and they needed, and you took from them. So I don't want take anything from anybody, guys. So please don't do that. There will be people who have abundance. There are people who tithe every day to ministries that are not even real. Do that because they feel it's the right thing to do. So whatever, when the timing is Father's timing, it will happen. I'm just in a position where now I need to try to have some extra funds to go on the road. If great. If not, I have enough money to leave right now, but I won't have an extra single dime. So I'm blessed, see? And I still have assets. So it's not like, but when I leave here, I don't think I'm coming back to these assets for a while. So I won't have any ways to move any of this stuff here. So I'll kind of be limited in myself. Maybe Kevin will help me out here because he's not going to go with me. I'm going to go by myself. And so maybe he can help me out. But until then, I'm just trying to put it out there. Like I said, maybe somebody's been watching the channel for some time and said, honey, let's do it. All right. I've had more, honestly, I've had more single people donate to this ministry than there has been married couples or couples, by the way. So it is what it is. I don't generally single these things out, but I have noticed that 75% of the people who have made donations through this years to the years of this ministry have been single people, and people not with a lot of money too. That's what's so frustrating to me sometimes. Like, it's hard because I know these people are struggling just like me, and they don't have abundance. So it really feels blessings when somebody like Donald's, $20 he gave for the last super chat. Don doesn't have a bunch of extra money. He ain't rich. He's been trying to get out here and take care of his own things. So that's why I shut the super chat off. I don't want no money more donating to any more to AdSense. You're not going to give your money to them. You keep it and keep it in your pocket, and Father will figure out a way for me to get that other 60% that I gain, and they, take 40. So blessings. It's like I said, I think the only person at this point that it's going to kind of hit a little harder is going to be mental health recovery, because she has donated a couple $100 in the last, 6 months or something, and it just all through because she has no Venmo over there in Australia, or doesn't have Cash App, so she has no other way to donate. And it's her deal, not mine. I told her she doesn't have to donate to this ministry. It's what she feels like she wants to do. So I'm glad that Sister Donna is tithe, but we cut her off. Now she won't be able to tithe the ministry anymore, and that's okay. Just having her in the room, I always love when she shows up. Mental health recovery in Jesus' name. She's such a wonderful, wonderful woman. She grows an organic garden. She's a married woman. So see, there are some people who do donate, like Sister Donna with mental health recovery from over there in the outback in Australia. So, all right, much love, brothers, sisters. Thank you again for another good live stream. And what do we got here for battery? Do we wear it all the way down today? Okay, I didn't. Maybe I'll have enough to make it through the night. So, no, I don't have any money coming in. No pension, no salary, no child support. I never got child support. I've never got Social Security. I paid it since I was 15. I'm an Army veteran. I get no veterans benefits. I don't get any money. I don't make no money. And 6 years ago, everything was stolen from me. I just had all my retirement stolen from me. I bailed my son out of jail with gold and said, don't touch my 35 pounds of silver. I've been collecting that for years, since the last time I had somebody stole it from me, and they turned around and stole it anyway. So I've been in just kind of a pinch. I never would have ever even had to mention anything monetarily to this channel if they wouldn't have taken my silver from me. So it is what it is. God's will be done. So I don't care about shiny dirt. He said, don't love dirt. It's just dirt. They sold Christ for 30 pieces of silver. So I really sometimes was like, gosh, I don't like having silver, but a little bit. I didn't have that much. That's not very much compared to what a lot of people had. And I could have bought a lot of things, and I buy a little bit at a time, but all got taken from me. So I haven't been able to buy anymore. So no precious metals, no, I got land. So I'm glad I still have the land. So, but I have to pay off this land. I've been paying on it for 10 years. He said I paid $31,000 so far. So on this property, I have more property out here that I pay payments on too. So I have no income coming in every month. I live way out in the middle of nowhere. Way out in the middle. I can scream for help right now. Nobody going to save me. No money every single month. And I have about $1,500 worth of monthly bills because I have 65 acres of land. Now I sold 20, but I have 45 acres of land. And I do it with no income. Every month, I'm in a huge pinch. You know what I'm saying? But I always work it out. I work hard. You see these hands? These are working man hands in the middle of the winter. I get scrapes on my knuckles. I work hard, and I'm an honest man. I work for everything I have. There's nothing on this property stolen. Nobody took it from any. Everything is earned the hard way. So, and most things I repurpose and renew and reuse and fix up and make better. I've never sold a car that wasn't nicer than when I bought it, cleaner than when I bought it. I just have a kind of a standard. So, Father, will thy kingdom come, thy will be done. So blessings. If you could, brothers, sisters, you don't need to charge you a single penny to hit that thumbs up button right there, right? Just a little bit of your time. That'd be appreciated. That's one way to tie to the ministry. Share any of this content. Go look at that 16-minute and 43-second video if you want to get yourself charged up on why I act the way I do. It's not nice. Please go watch that video if you want to see why I'm in the position. Imagine that happening to me nearly 9 months ago and nothing has happened as far as legally. It's really hard to be in this position. So I appreciate you guys allowing this ministry to be here and watching this, 8 near 9 months of just terror. This has been a hard, very difficult time. I've had some pretty difficult times in my life. I'm not going to joke with you. This is taking the cake, guys. This is definitely taking the cake. But without you guys, I don't know how I would have made it through these last 8, 9 months. I just don't. And I thank Father so much for this blessing of this ministry. So that's why I guard it when we talk about the medical stuff now. So we don't, I know I have some, on the one, but I know what they're going to strike me for on this channel as far. So so glad we're not over on TikTok, 20,000+ followers over there. We did, still have that channel. It's still up, but it is shadow banned as well. So this channel as well. Lastly, you might want to make sure that you stay subscribed to the channel because it is a shadow heavy, one of the probably most heavily shadow banned channels on YouTube right now. Has been. We haven't gone anywhere in years. So, but it's okay because we're not here. We throw out 18,000 people sometimes in a month of live streaming because we just don't, we're not here to gain numbers. It's not about the numbers. So, not about the money, not about the numbers, not about the fame, not about the fortunes, about coming here and supping with other brothers in the narrow way. I'm just one of the whole. I come in here to open up the stream. So, I feel a little bit of chill in the air. That fan must be, this fire must be going out. So, all right, guys, links in the description. Leave a comment if you can too after the video if you'd like, and appreciate it. This channel is non-monetized. There's no more way for me to gain an income from doing anything here on this platform. No more super chat, no more super stickers, no more AdSense, no more. It's off. No more. I don't want to take. There is the other ways at Cash App and PayPal, and that's only because they take less. So they still, everything has fees. So again, do not donate to this ministry at all if it is going to in any way put you in any position. And please, if there is somebody who in your area who could use this money that you might send to me, if you're not one of these big donators because you got an abundance, put it locally. There's somebody in your family that can use it more than me. There's somebody in your immediately area that you could probably help. Go help them, please. If you have a little bit of extra, go help them. This ministry is taken care of. Father's already blessed this ministry in many ways. So much blessings to everybody joined us for the ministry here. Those who took and gleaned, I hope it was meat and not some watered down version of some nonsense. I apologize for the cursing. You mark my words. As soon as you can find me streaming for thousands of hours with not cursing one time. So if you want to go back on the live stream, go way back, you'll find me giving you all kinds of different lessons and celestial teachings and all this stuff without any cursing. It wasn't until they concussed me in the face, guys. I think, and I don't want to make that excuse, but I've suffered a concussion. My mind is hard to keep straight. I want to stop the words from coming out, but I can't anymore. I just don't, how my brain works. If you've been in here, I got 50 things going in my brain at one time. If you've been here for a minute, you're like, yeah, he does. If you stay here for a minute, the guy just doesn't stop, he's like, but it's hard to stop that. But I will, when I get out of this country, I won't curse anymore. I won't. Watch. As soon as I get out of these borders, no more cursing come from Pastor Revelation. So I apologize for that. It's a period and I'll get through it. I'm sure I will. So I appreciate if you could just filter that off. There's no reason for it. I know, but I'm pressed, guys. So I'm trying to do the best I can. Some days it's better than others. Obviously, if I can just get myself out away from this situation, I don't think it'll happen anymore. So I just want to get a formal apology again. I don't think, no, I don't. That's what's weird. I don't. So, but thank you. That's a good question. Excellent question, Donald. I don't at all. So why am I doing it? I'm frustrated because my brain is you know. So thank you for being my vent, and I hope you guys can filter off the cursing. I will curve this habit in the future. I don't know right now. I don't know if I get my passport. I'm open to going anywhere. I just want to go raise animals and food and farm. I'm a farmer, guys. I'm a farmer. It's what I do. I farm. I raise animals. I raise food. So I just want to farm until I die. What do you want to do with your life? I want to farm. I'm a farmer. So it doesn't matter. I can farm anywhere in the world. So I can go anywhere and farm. So I can learn how to farm in any environment. So any nation that would have me, I don't know if any nation would have you, Tracy. I'm going to have to seek some kind of asylum and eventually, guys, because if they issue some kind of warrant for my arrest eventually, I'll have to deal with the logistics. But I'm going to try to make, before any of that happens, I don't have any record. I have a clean record. There's nothing. I could probably get out of here without any hassle if I could just get my passport. So I don't know why that it didn't show up, but maybe it got returned to center. We'll know this week, though. I'll keep you updated on that. It'd be a blessing if it showed up. It's going to be really difficult to get. If not, it takes months to get. So probably have to go without it. So I don't know if I could go to Saudi Arabia then without a passport. Probably have to have a passport to go to Saudi Arabia. But all right, blessings, guys. Thank you so much, Pastor Revelation. Stay in the Word. Please read Matthew 10:34-39. If you're not able to say that passage without looking at that book, you're cheating yourself now. You've had enough time. I've given you a lot of time. I'm giving you another homework assignment. Matthew 10:34-39 is the backbone of Faith and Truth Ministries. Please have it written on your heart. So the next time I come in here, you could say it without you opening that book. I'll see you tomorrow. Hurry up. Get this cracking. No, all right, no. In good time, guide. In God's time. Okay? Godspeed. Much Agape and Phileo. Pastor Revelation. Pastor Apocalypse. Whoa.